The rain beat violently against the shattered glass of the Chancellor's office. Lightning crackled across the room as Darth Sidious unleashed a torrent of Sith energy, pushing Mace Windu to his absolute limit. Anakin Skywalker stood in the doorway, caught between the darkness promising to save Padme and the ancient oath he swore to the Jedi Order. Sidious screamed for help, declaring the Jedi were taking over. Mace yelled for Anakin to help him finish the Sith once and for all. For a brief, agonizing second, Anakin saw himself igniting his blue saber and severing Windu's hand. He saw the fire, the blood, and the dark path waiting for him. But as he looked into Palpatine's twisting, monstrous face, the terrifying truth became clear. He was being used. With a deafening roar, Anakin lunged forward. His plasma blade ignited, but not against the Jedi Master. Instead, Anakin parried Sidious's crimson lightsaber, carving through the Sith Lord's defenses in a sharp, desperate arc. Combined with Mace Windu's furious counterattack, the assault was absolute. Anakin delivered the final, fatal blow, sending the corpse of Sheev Palpatine plummeting into the dark abysses of Coruscant below. Silence fell over the room, heavy and absolute. The Sith had fallen, but the galaxy was far from safe. On Palpatine's desk, a hidden holonet transmitter chimed softly, revealing an encrypted sequence already primed for transmission. It was a secret order built to execute every Jedi across the stars, and the entire galaxy was just one signal away from collapsing into utter madness and chaos. The revelation that the Supreme Chancellor was a Dark Lord of the Sith rocked the Republic to its core. In the Senate, panic erupted as planetary delegates scrambled to defend their loyalties. Inside the Jedi Temple, the atmosphere was solemn. The Council could no longer ignore how blind they had become to the darkness right in front of them. Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi called for an immediate, sweeping review of the Order's political entanglements. To heal the rift between the Council and its most powerful warrior, Mace Windu personally requested Anakin's elevation. Standing before the High Council, Anakin Skywalker was formally granted the rank of Jedi Master. It was the very validation he had craved for years, yet the victory felt hollow in his chest. As the Republic military began dismantling the hidden clone protocols and rooting out Palpatine's corrupt political allies, the Jedi Council moved to step back from their roles as High Generals. They vowed to return to their original duty, peacekeepers, not soldiers. But reform always comes with a heavy price. Deep within the temple, traditionalist Jedi argued that accommodating Anakin set a dangerous precedent, opening the doors to attachment and compromise. Meanwhile, the galactic power vacuum left by Palpatine created an unprecedented wave of unrest in the Outer Rim. Systems were withdrawing, trade routes were collapsing, and deep in the uncharted shadows of space, a forgotten threat was quietly watching the Jedi lower their guard, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Standing in the center of the Senate Rotunda, Anakin Skywalker addressed the entire galaxy. Alongside Senator Padme Amidala, he declared his love, his marriage, and his immediate, voluntary resignation from the Jedi Order. The news swept through the Republic like a shockwave. For years, the Jedi Code demanded total emotional detachment, treating love as a dangerous gateway to the dark side. Now, the hero without fear had shattered that rule on the galactic stage. The Jedi Council was fractured by the announcement. Traditionalists demanded Anakin's complete banishment, fearing his emotional attachments would inevitably lead to ruin. But younger knights and Padawans saw his honesty as a breath of fresh air. Master Obi-Wan Kenobi defended his former pupil, arguing that love was not a weakness, but the very force that stopped Anakin from turning to the dark side in Palpatine's office. Padme faced her own intense battles in the Senate. Political rivals accused her of using a Jedi hero for political leverage. Yet, as her pregnancy became public, the narrative shifted from political scandal to a human story of survival and hope. Free from his vows, Anakin relinquished his temple quarters and laid down his official role as a Jedi Knight. He was finally free to be a husband and a father, but the heavy mantle of the Chosen One could never truly be cast aside. Across the Outer Rim, criminal cartels and rogue armies were uniting, and the galaxy would soon need its supreme warrior once again. The death of Darth Sidious sent shockwaves through the galactic underworld. For Darth Maul, the sudden demise of his former master was both a liberation and a golden opportunity. Sidious's vast network of black market contacts, illegal weapons, and political bribes lay wide open for the taking. Maul moved swiftly, using terrifying violence and absolute cunning to absorb the Pike Syndicate, Black Sun, and the Crimson Dawn under one absolute banner. From the shadows of Mandalore, Maul assembled a criminal war machine unprecedented in galactic history. He seized abandoned separatist droid factories, retrofitting millions of battle droids to serve his growing syndicate empire. While the Republic Senate was busy restructuring its government and the Jedi were debating their ancient philosophy, Maul's Dark Syndicate captured crucial hyperspace trade routes in the Outer Rim. Refugees flooded into the core worlds, with horrifying tales of entire star systems falling to warlords in red armor. The Republic military, stripped of its wartime powers after the Clone Wars, struggled desperately to respond to the decentralized chaos. Maul's ultimate goal was not mere political conquest. It was total vengeance against the Jedi who had ruined his life. He knew Anakin Skywalker had left the Order, but he also knew the Chosen One's power remained the greatest obstacle to his galactic domination. From his throne, Maul ordered his assassins to hunt down the fallen hero, setting his sights on Anakin's growing family to force a final, violent confrontation. Nestled deep in the tranquil lake country of Naboo, Anakin Skywalker built a quiet life far away from the politics of Coruscant. The birth of Luke and Leia brought a deep, profound peace to his troubled spirit, healing the lingering scars left by years of relentless warfare. Free from the Jedi Temple's strict doctrines, Anakin began to view the Force through a brand new lens. As the twins grew, their innate connection to the Force became unmistakable. Objects floated through the air during play, and their emotional empathy was extraordinarily intense. Rather than suppressing their feelings, as traditional Jedi training demanded, Anakin taught his children to acknowledge their fears, love fiercely, and trust their instincts. He aimed to teach them balance, how to utilize the passion of the heart without falling into the consuming flames of dark rage. Obi-Wan Kenobi visited Naboo frequently, watching his former apprentice transform into a wise, patient teacher. Though Obi-Wan remained a devout member of the Jedi Council, he couldn't deny the beauty of what Anakin was building. The twins were growing up grounded, compassionate, and powerful. Yet, this peaceful sanctuary could not last forever. Anakin knew in his heart that a heavy storm was gathering across the galaxy. The Force whispered warnings of a rising dark energy, alerting him that he could not keep his family hidden from the galaxy's troubles for much longer. Soon, the balanced path he created would face its ultimate, brutal test. Night fell over Coruscant as a fleet of unmarked, heavily modified assault ships descended through the clouds. Without warning, Darth Maul launched a merciless, precision strike against the Jedi Temple. Utilizing swarms of upgraded battle droids and elite syndicate mercenaries, the attackers bypassed the city's orbital defenses, crashing directly into the temple's outer hangars. Explosions rocked the ancient halls, shattering statues and igniting fires across the sacred archives. The Jedi Knights fought back valiantly, but the Order was still undergoing major reforms and was caught completely unprepared for a full-scale military siege. Maul led the vanguard himself, his double-bladed red lightsaber carving through defenseless Jedi guards with terrifying, calculated rage. Master Yoda and Mace Windu rallied the remaining Jedi to protect the younglings, holding off waves of mercenaries in the main courtyard. However, the Syndicate's sheer numbers began to slowly overwhelm them. The Temple, a beacon of hope for thousands of generations, was in imminent danger of burning to the ground. In a desperate bid to save the Order, Obi-Wan Kenobi sent a high-priority distress signal across the stars directly to Naboo. The Republic needed its greatest defender once more. Hundreds of light years away, Anakin received the message. Gazing at his wife and sleeping children, he knew his peaceful life was over. He strapped his lightsaber back onto his belt, ready to face the darkness one last time. The sky over the Jedi Temple glowed a violent, fiery red as Anakin Skywalker's starfighter screamed through the smoke-filled clouds. Landing in the heart of the blazing hangar bay, Anakin leapt into the fray, his blue lightsaber instantly cutting down a squad of Syndicate droids. Beside him stood Ahsoka Tano, who had returned from the Outer Rim, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, battered but standing firm. Reunited once again, the legendary trio sliced their way through ranks of elite mercenaries, driving the invading forces back from the inner sanctuaries. The Jedi, inspired by the return of the Chosen One, fought with renewed vigor, steadily retaking the sacred temple halls ground by ground. Deep within the central council chamber, Darth Maul waited alone, his crimson blade humming in the dim light. As Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka entered, Maul taunted them, mocking the Jedi for their weakness and boasting that his syndicate would burn the Republic to ashes. A furious battle ignited. Red, blue, and white lightsabers clashed violently in a dazzling display of martial mastery. Maul fought with ferocious, desperate fury, but he was no match for three warriors, bound by true unity, trust, and love. Working in perfect harmony, Anakin disarmed the Zabrak Lord, while Ahsoka shattered his cybernetic legs. Defeated and broken, Maul fell, his chaotic dark empire crumbling with him in an instant. The siege was finally over. In the aftermath of the Temple siege, the Republic began the long, quiet process of healing. The Syndicate Empire shattered without Maul's leadership, allowing Republic forces to swiftly restore peace and order throughout the Outer Rim. On Coruscant, the burnt walls of the Jedi Temple were rebuilt, serving as a powerful monument to survival, resilience, and transformation. The Jedi High Council formally dissolved its ancient, rigid laws against emotion and personal relationships. Inspired by Anakin's heroic actions and the love that saved him from darkness, the Order embraced a new philosophy, one rooted in true compassion, empathy, and balance. No longer isolated scholars or military commanders, the Jedi re-emerged as genuine guardians of the people. Anakin chose not to rejoin the Council as a permanent member, opting instead to serve as a wandering Grandmaster and advisor. He returned to Naboo, raising Luke and Leia alongside Padme, while training a brand new generation of Jedi, who understood both the light and the dark within their hearts. The ancient prophecy of the Chosen One was finally fulfilled. Anakin Skywalker had brought true balance to the Force, not by destroying everything he loved, but by protecting it with his life. As he stood on the balcony watching his young children practice with their lightsabers under the warm afternoon sun, Anakin knew the future was bright, secure, and truly at peace.